What is going on, everyone, and welcome to August 2021's monthly update vlog. So, how are you guys doing? I just want to say before we start off anything, thank you all for the new subscribers or the subscriptions on YouTube, Twitch, social media, and all this stuff. I never really feel like I say that enough, so thank you guys truly so much for all the support. Over the summer, there's not really too many new games coming out. That's why summer is kind of dead months of the year, and then quarter four, like September through December, are when everything decides to come out at once, and that's when the real work happens. So yeah, we're in August now, so we're kind of like calm before the storm, and there's not really much happening. And in the next few months, there's gonna be a rush of games, the usual. I've been a content creator for many years now. Over 10, actually. This is probably going to be my 10th year being a content creator. So a little bit of a backstory for all of you who are new and are curious to know like what it's all about, being a YouTuber, streamer, and all this stuff. So in 2011, I decided to start my YouTube channel, and I didn't post daily. It was actually pretty infrequently as well. The way I got started off on YouTube was watching other Let's Players do stuff and like play the latest games and all that stuff. So they would upload one video a day, and of course when you are trying to watch a game and they only upload one video a day, it was like, oh, I wanna see what happens next and all that stuff. So that's kind of what got me started, and I was like, oh, I think I can do this too, but upload like 5 videos a day and finish the game as fast as possible. So that would be like something like if you wanted to watch it, you could just watch it all at once. But then over the years of actually doing that, I came to realize that it's actually difficult, especially if you're a single person. You have to do, not only do you have to play the game, all the editing and then uploading, which takes quite a bit of time. So now 10 years later, I understand why they only uploaded one video a day, 1 or 2 or something like that. But yeah, so that's kind of what started off my channel, playing video games, doing Let's Plays of all the biggest games, and over the course of years, we kind of shifted off into the MMO scene, but we still play some of the biggest games that are interesting. So yeah, that's what got started off, but it's really hard to compete in the Let's Play scene these days. It's not really because like of all the time. It's more just that some people get the game like 2 weeks in advance, and then on day one it's like bam, they're done. Whereas like me, I still go to like midnight releases a lot, but that's actually haven't happened a lot since COVID. Since like all these stores, they're just like, yeah, we're not doing midnight releases for game launches anymore. To be honest, I haven't even been to a GameStop in like 2 years. So a lot of the games I just buy digitally now, and it's just like, here, it's at midnight, it's unlocked, you have it pre-installed, just play it at midnight. So yeah, I wish one day maybe I'll show you the collection of like games I used to have, and I still do enjoy buying the physical boxes of games more than digital, but you know, COVID. Anyway. So yeah, that's a little bit of backstory about how I got started on YouTube and where it's at now. So once again, thank you guys so much for all the support. Been doing this for quite a while now, and hopefully you guys are still sticking around and enjoying all the stuff that's happening on the channel. What else is there? Before we get into this, as you know, as I mentioned before, August, not really many things happening, but the things that will be happening on the channel throughout the month of August is Black Desert Online. That's been going on as usual, no change there. I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV a little bit more lately. I guess it was a little bit part because of, you know, how everyone is playing that. And I wanted to play it too. But it's a little bit different for me because I made an account of Final Fantasy. Like I've played it years ago. And some of you guys may have been sticking around on the channel long enough to know that I've played this game, or actually I've even streamed it. I still have some VODs from like maybe 4 years ago. That's when I first started Final Fantasy. Then I took a few years off. So basically, I started over again. But all the friends I've made in Final Fantasy, I still keep in touch with them on like Discord and all that stuff. So getting back into it, Final Fantasy for me wasn't as hard as like some of the new players getting into it. So in 1 month, I was able to make a new character, basically just get to pretty much end game more or less, or at least do dungeons, and then pushing myself towards max and being able to do dungeons, trials, raids, all that stuff with my friends. And hopefully in the Endwalkers expansion in November, we'll be able to play with other people from different data centers. So basically, all the friends who wanted to play but you weren't on Primal, maybe I could play with you then. But yeah, that's another thing that's happening on the channel lately. Genshin Impact, we had Inazuma come out recently, and we finished the story. Well, not really finished. It's not done. It's just not released yet. So we did everything we could up until like it ended there. So I assume every time there's a patch or something, every 3 weeks there's new content, new story. So we'll be playing that as they release. So if you want to check that, I'll leave a link in the description to Final Fantasy, Black Desert, and Genshin stuff. So if you want to watch those, we have videos on the channel. That's really what's coming up, and some other things that might happen throughout the month are just like co-op stuff. It's really hard to do collaborations with my friends and all that stuff, mostly because it's like, since I'm a full-time content creator, I have more time to play than they do. Obviously, people work and all that stuff, so scheduling time with friends is harder than it may seem. So I do have plans with people, things going on, and it's just when do we all have a chance to meet up and record kind of thing. So things that happened recently was we did Shrine 3 with two of my friends, and that one is pretty much done. I'm just kind of waiting on their videos so I can edit them together, and it'll happen. But I will leave a link in the description. It's kind of like we're done. We beat the game. I have some videos uploaded, and I'm just waiting for like the last 2 parts of the finale, and I'll edit them and then upload it. So that's pretty much done. Trying is a fun game. It's puzzles. If you want to watch that one, I would say it's about 3 hours worth of videos after editing. So it's not too long. It's one of those things you can probably watch in like a few days, and then you're good to go. So yeah, other games that I've been playing lately are basically that: Elder Scrolls Online, Final Fantasy. We might do another Shrine game, Valheim, and yeah, I think that's it for now. But yeah, always looking into new and upcoming stuff. So if you guys have any recommendations for games that I should play on the channel, feel free to leave it in the comments, or you could just join the Discord. We have a channel for game recommendations, and you guys can leave your suggestions there. I always look at them. But yeah, not really much coming up in terms of new games on the channel. There are stuff, but nothing really caught my eye. So that's about it. The second part of this is where I just go over my social media, and basically you guys can figure out which one either you have or you should follow me on, because a lot of them are different. So like, for example, if you want to follow me on Twitter or Discord, those are where you just get the updates on gamings and stuff, and sometimes I'll reply to you. If you just want strictly videos or video links to my YouTube, if like, for example, the bell thingy doesn't work on YouTube, I don't tell people to hit the bell or whatever they say these days, because I don't do it. Like, if it works for you, cool, it works for you. I never really had an issue like with other people's videos. I never really had to use the bell. It just kind of shows up in my YouTube sub feed. So yeah, that's a thing. And then Discord, Twitter are like my big things. If you want to follow me on there for those video updates, real life stuff. If you want video links, and that's it, Facebook is the way to go. If you want to support me even further, I believe on YouTube we have that membership option. Same with Twitch, and I'm trying to think of more like benefits for you guys. But a lot of people that we all know is kind of like the Patreon and Twitch thingy. That's where like most of the stuff happens. So big thank you to all the patrons out there who followed for another month of July through August. You guys are awesome. So thank you so much for that. Always appreciate the extra help and support. It's actually been pretty tough lately, but powering through it. This year has been a wild ride, real life as well for all of us, and in terms of the creation and gaming stuff. Because ever since, I'm not blaming COVID for any of the gaming content creating part of it, but it's more like, obviously I know that people have to work from home now. It's kind of like it's slowly getting back to normal, but it's more like everyone, it's hard to work as a game studio when you're working from home, obviously. So games got delayed, some just had really messy launches, and it's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't play this game this month. Maybe I'll wait for it to get better. Maybe wait for some patches and all that stuff. So didn't really get a chance to play all the games that I wanted to on release, but they'll probably happen throughout the rest of the year and all that stuff. So yeah. But yeah, I think that's really all my social media that is something I still use. So yeah, with that said, all the links are in the description, so if you miss something or just want to check it out, check below. And yeah, always open to game recommendations and whatnot. So thank you for your time. I'll see you guys tomorrow, or maybe a little bit later in a few hours when I upload another video. It'll probably be a BDO one. So, yep. I'll see you guys later. Thank you once again for your time.